Long this morning, yeah, as Dan said, 7:30. That's time to get the news, travel and weather where you are.
Good morning, I'm Assad Ahmed. Police searching for a 24-year-old man who was mistakenly released from Wormwood Scrubs prison in West London have issued new images to help find him. William Fernandez was on remand awaiting trial for sexual assault. Well, the prison mistakenly freed him last Wednesday when it's thought he then went on to the tube station to East Acton then he was last seen in Harrow. Police are appealing for information about his whereabouts. Lawyers for victims of the Grenfell fire have accused Kensington and Chelsea Council, who own the tower block, of neglect, indifference and discrimination towards residents. The inquiry into the 2017 fire, which killed 72 people, heard claims that residents who raised safety concerns before the tragedy were bullied and stigmatised. Well, the claims are denied by building managers and the council. A London mental health charity says pregnant women and new mothers are 3 times more likely to suffer poor mental health in the wake of the coronavirus pandemic. The Maternal Mental Health Alliance found gaps in health services, which led to greater anxiety among a majority of new mums who've given birth over the past year. Well, the Alliance is looking at providing more support to mothers, like the former MasterChef winner and NHS doctor.
I remember being in the room and everybody was looking after me and saying, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And I wanted to cry, but I was so excited that my baby was coming into the world that I had to control those emotions and those tears and just look forward and positively to the arrival of this baby, you know.
Well, look at the travel situation now. If we look at the tube board, there have been problems on the Hammersmith and City line this morning because of train cancellation. That remains that way. On the roads, a lane is closed for gasworks in both directions. That's on Great Chertsey Road. It says you head to and from Hospital Bridge roundabout. And a lane is closed for traffic light repairs on Finsborough Road, one-way street at the junction with Old Brompton Road. Finally, a lane is also closed on the A3. That's for engineering works towards Putney. Now the weather with Kate.
Good morning. Yesterday we saw the warmest day of the year so far. St James's Park got up to 20.4 Celsius and today it is set to get a little warmer. Chilly start this morning. Temperatures for most down in single figures, but it's a bright start, plenty of sunshine. The wind is light today and we're looking at a maximum temperature of 23 Celsius. Now overnight tonight, again, clear skies, temperatures dropping, perhaps not quite as low as last night, but quite wide ranging. We're looking at a minimum out towards parts of Essex in the east around 4 Celsius, whereas central London staying somewhere around 10 Celsius. Now for tomorrow, it's another warm day. We're hanging on to the warm air and similar for Thursday as well, but notice we start to just see that colder air moving south as we head through Thursday and into Friday. So temperatures low 20s for the next couple of days. Come Friday, quite a dramatic temperature drop just in time, of course, for the Easter weekend.
Well, Vanessa Feltz has her breakfast show on BBC Radio London. That's on until 10 and I'm back in an hour's time. Bye for now.
Hello, good morning. Watching Breakfast with Sally and Dan this morning.
It is just after 7:30. John is here with news that, I don't know, were the Manchester City fans slightly expecting this to happen?
I think perhaps they knew it might have been coming. Sergio Aguero, club's all-time leading goal scorer, it's been something of a peripheral figure this season, it's fair to say, with injury and then he had illness as well. But I think they hoped at 32, he might have had another season in him. One more year, perhaps, because he did give us one of the moments in Premier League history, didn't he?
Gets a statue, though, doesn't he, John?
He gets a statue. So, you know, that's not bad going, is it? Yeah. Let's be honest. Yes, good morning. Sergio Aguero told of the news that City won't be renewing his contract at the end of the season. He is one of the greatest Premier League players, greatest Premier League strikers, it's fair to say. He leaves as City's record goal scorer, played a major part in the club's transformation into one of the best in Europe, and he could bow out with yet more silverware. Not the statue, but that elusive Champions League title in Europe. And it's fair to say his stats speak for themselves, don't they? 257 goals in 384 appearances. That includes 4 Premier League titles, that brilliant title back in 2012 when he scored that injury-time winner to give Manchester City their first title in 44 years. 1 FA Cup, 5 League Cups as well. And he follows a number of club legends out the door in recent seasons, as well as that statue, as well as we mentioned, alongside the likes of David Silva and Vincent Kompany. But at 32 years old, former teammate Mika Richards feels he could have had one more season in him.
The Premier League might be too physical for him right now, and the demands that Pep needs from his players, that might be the reason he wants. But you're telling me if Aguero's fit, fully fit, even at the age of 30, 33 for next season, that he can't score you 15, 20, 25 goals a season? Of course he can.
Yeah, so many great moments in that commentary when he scored that winner in 2012. Brilliant. Now, we're talking again this morning about online abuse, and it seems there's a growing feeling among players, past and present, that they need to make a major protest. After the former Arsenal and France striker Thierry Henry said he'd quit all social media platforms, the Wales captain Gareth Bale said he would be prepared to join a boycott. 2 of Bale's teammates were racially abused on Instagram after they beat Mexico on Saturday.
If everybody did it at once, maybe not just 1 or 2 people, but if we had kind of a campaign where a lot of big influential people in sport, in other forms of life,